Madam Director, honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, I have chosen for my subject, Take a Microscope to View the Stars, written and delivered in 1857 by Mr. Frederick Douglass. Britain's emancipation of the slaves in West India almost 21 years ago was the most interesting and sublime event of the 19th century. It was the triumph of a great moral principle, a decisive victory of freedom over slavery, of justice and mercy against a system of brutality. It was an acknowledgement by a great nation of sacredness, of the humanity, as against the claims of power and cupidity. Now, my friends, how has this great act of freedom and benevolence been received in the United States? Alas, no note of rejoicing has reached my ear, except from the colored people and their few white friends. As a nation, we are deaf, dumb, and blind to moral beauty and sublimity of West India emancipation. We have passed it by with averted eyes, regarding it rather as a reflection to be resented than as an example to be imitated. We have made ourselves hoarse in denouncing West India emancipation as a failure. We have not viewed the great fact in the light of liberal philosophy, but have applied to its rules of judgment, which were not intended to reveal its true character and make known its actual worth. We have taken a microscope to view the stars, and the fish line to measure the ocean depths. We have approached it as though it were a railroad, a canal, a steamship, or just a newly invented mowing machine. And out of the fullness of our dollar-loving hearts, we have asked, with owl-like wisdom, will it pay? Will it increase the growth of sugar? Will it cheapen tobacco? Will it increase the imports and exports of the islands? Will it enrich or ruin the planters? How will it affect Jamaican rum? These and sundry other questions springing up out of the gross materialism of our age and nation have been characteristically put respecting West India emancipation. All of our tests of the grand measure have been such as we might look for from slaveholders themselves. They all proceed from the slaveholder's side, never from the side of emancipated slaves. The effect of freedom upon the emancipated people of the West Indies passes for nothing. It is nothing that the plundered slave is now a free man. It is nothing with our sagacious economical philosophers that the family now takes the place of concubinage. It is nothing that the moral purity has now a chance to spring up where only pollution was possible. It is nothing that the education is now spreading among the emancipated men and women, bearing its precious fruits, where only ignorance, darkness, superstition, and idolatry prevailed before. It is nothing that the church stands today where the slave prison has stood before. It is nothing that the whipping post has given way to the schoolhouse. All these are nothing, I say, in the eyes of our slave-cursed country. But the first and last question we Americans ask is the great American question: will it pay? Our national morality has reached a depth of baseness which there is no lower deep. Money is the measure of morality and the success or failure of slavery, as a money-making system determines whether the thing is virtuous or villainous, and whether it should be maintained or abolished. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your attention.